Welcome to Solarpunk USA, a guide to creating a solarpunk future. This is a channel and hopefully a community created to embody a transition past our dependency on fossil fuels and heal both the planet and ourselves for a better, freer, significantly less wasteful, materialistic, and stress-filled life. This channel aims to focus on making your area a better place to live in. It also focuses mostly on the issues the United States needs to focus on, but all of these ideas and concepts can be used and expanded to all nations with their own more tailored focus. The following are the core focus points of our nationwide community. Number 1, build and learn how to maintain a sustainable community. The knowledge to create sustainable community was just common knowledge 100 years ago and still is in many countries. Since we in the Western world have all of our needs met in exchange for money if we have it, so that we can own one of everything, most of us have no idea how to create and navigate sustainable community. This is often because there is a power/effort imbalance in groups, so it ends up creating power trips or burnout for people at the top, and people at the bottom don't feel ownership of the group. Everyone in our group will be part of planning, deciding, and organizing using buy-in and methods of consensus democracy used in the co-housing movement and even used in big business in Six Sigma methods. Creating community is the only way we will survive the climate crisis. Number 2, urbanism through political advocacy and increasing our own use of public transit and micromobility devices. This involves learning how to show up and be effective at city and neighborhood council meetings and have a voice around urbanist ideas while addressing and educating the fears of NIMBYs who hate change even if it will actually make their lives better or won't impact them nearly as much as they believe it will. The majority of people engaged in these community meetings are folks who own homes and drive everywhere. Just showing up and using the time to educate can have a big impact on where funds are sent and if sustainable methods are used, with people other than car-centric enthusiasts showing a completely different perspective lacking in most of these meetings. Number 3, waste, energy, and consumption reduction, also called degrowth. We use too much energy and buy too much stuff. Mostly this is due to the producer side of things, but the advertising end of things convince us we need one of everything, when shared resources we only use a few times a year could just as easily be shared, increasing a sense of community. Degrowth is a model where we work less because we get to do more with less, reducing planetary damage and personal stress. Number 4, DIY and upcycling. Part of doing more with less involves trading skills to increase reliance on ourselves and our community in place of buying everything produced with questionable or non-existent ethics. This also involves producing less waste through reuse. The long-term goal of Solarpunk is to work less for money and corporations and work more for ourselves, our community, and our planet. Number 5, urban gardening and food forestry. Yards should be replaced with gardening, or local plants and pollinator plants that use little water. Gardening work, knowledge, and produce should be shared, which will make things easier to grow in bulk for many people instead of every person trying to grow their own plot independently. Fresh, healthy food is needed by all. Soil testing for toxins, composting, and shared work can make your diet and palate more diverse and healthier. Guerrilla gardening and creating community food forests are also options that can be used if land is not available. Number 6, right to repair. So many items are designed to be thrown away and not repaired. Repair is a lost art and sometimes even illegal. Learning to repair and sharing skills to repair is a great way to reduce waste and spending. Raising awareness of right to repair laws is essential to being allowed to actually own the things we own, instead of them actually being owned by the company and we just rent it without explicitly being said. Number 7, community cooking, sharing, and bulk investment. When you buy or make one of everything yourself, it costs much more than if you do it in bulk, where the savings are. Buying in on bulk items and splitting them up can ensure everyone spends less. Cooking in bulk can save a lot of time for the group, and many can create, cook, and share meals in large batches with increased efficiency compared to cooking for a few people. Number 8, community free cycling. Ever been to a free cycling event? People bring in all their unwanted goods and everyone can take whatever they want. It's thrilling to have finds of free stuff weekly or monthly and make it so much easier to get rid of things you don't want because you will be able to always find a replacement at some point. It will also drive you to be more freegan, and dumpster diving becomes a point of fun and pride to bring as much stuff as possible that would have ended up in the landfill to a free cycling event. Number 9, digital freedom. using free open source software-based social media, cloud storage, and software to reduce costs and advertising. This includes Linux, Plex, OpenOffice, Mastodon, as well as other fediverse platforms. Linux can drastically extend the life of older electronics with none of the spying and data harvesting done by corporate OS creators. Mastodon is about engaging with people, not trying to trick the algorithm to go viral, or as I like to call it, parasocial media. On Mastodon, we are the algorithm, and its impacts on mental health are like night and day compared to the corporate platforms. And number 10, creating Solarpunk art and telling the story of a future that could be, as opposed to the doomer mindset that causes us stress. This also involves art and creating aesthetics one can associate with Solarpunk. One may think that Solarpunk is all nice and happy, but that's not how you get there in real life. Solarpunk is about fighting the cyberpunk villains before they can turn the world into a hellscape. Cyberpunk is about doing that after they succeed. Without the ability to dream of a world without fear of climate change, doomerism becomes our only emotion. In this age of fear and doom, hope is an act of rebellion. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. If you wish to be a part of this project, want to create a logo for us, or want your Solarpunk art displayed discussing any of our main points of focus, please send everything to solarpunkusa@proton.me. There is also a Patreon link for my main channel if you like what I'm doing. For the first section involving community building, this channel will be run directly by myself. After that point, I hope to make this a collaborative project with many people involved, including voice, information, and editing, to make this a robust channel that can spread and grow.